What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Game on, ladies and gentlemen, with the 3 M's, Martin, Matthew, and the lovely Mandy. What adventures are going to be happening on this episode? I got to stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Snacks is not included, damn it. You got to bring your own. Go get your snacks, ladies and gentlemen. Kick back, relax, go get your drink. And yeah, let's go see another episode. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
But Sunday morning is only for the blessed, and the sacred moments of silliness are where I find my heaven, where I find my heaven, where I find my
Give us your hand a minute. You've got a beautiful palm here, Maureen. Line of the heart, deep and clear. Sign of sensuality, that is. And here, your Mount of Venus is all plump and fleshy and swollen. You're capable of great passion, Maureen. And bloody hell, you've only got a star on your Mount of Venus. That's rare, never seen one before. Oh, that means you love shagging and you're really good at it.
Am I?
Of course not, you cretin. It's practicing my technique.
Oh. Well, I didn't realise you believed that stuff.
I don't. Astrology is bollocks. Fortune-telling is toss, and palmistry's for skunk pussies, right? We know that, we men, but girls and shirtlifters, they really believe it. So I reckon if I read girls' palms, they let me shag them. You get it?
Yeah. No, not really.
Loser.
So, what does my palm really say, then? It's good the way you get to hold the girl's hand. Have I really got a star on my... what is it?
Mount of Venus? Yeah. No, mate. You haven't even got a Mount of Venus.
Hi, Mand. Hey, Matt, try your palm thing out on Mandy. He's got this new thing he does. He reads girls' palms and then he shags them. Actually, if it doesn't work on Mandy, you're a bit stuck, aren't you?
No.
We are, because where we get girls from.
That is not a problem.
I suppose you could put an ad in the South London Press. Mystic Matt, specialist in palm readings and shags. Or you could just try going outside and meeting girls.
You know, last year, for a few days after you met that ginger student, you were almost normal. I don't know why you chucked her.
Uh-oh.
Coming out. Do you want to come out for a drink? Out. Park. Out. 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 Out.
She was insane!
Right.
Stay while I have my tea.
Oh, I can't, Matt. I've got to go to work.
Oh, God, you think of nothing but yourself, don't you? Your own happiness, your own comfort, your own pleasure.
Well, I used to think about Claire's pleasure. Her pleasure was my pleasure, actually. She used to make these little happy squeaks when I...
I remember. Mandy remembers. Dennis and Ursula next door remember. The bloke from the chip shop on the corner of the street remembers. Rolf Harris in Australia remembers.
Yeah, well, it's finished now. She's out of my life forever and I'm completely over her. Yeah, couldn't be more over Claire if she was a hurdler and I was Sally Gunnell.
Forget about Claire, Mark. You were too good for her anyway. Good riddance to the bitch, eh, mate?
Yeah, right.
Good riddance.
Yeah, I suppose she was a bit... not all that nice sometimes.
Yeah. She was just a warty old tart, really, eh, mate? About as sexy as snot, right? I don't know what you saw in the putrid slut, to be honest with you. Yeah, you're better off without the bandy-legged, pot-bellied, sewage-breathed old dog.
Oh, damn.
Mate! £3.50 for the Claire box.
Oh, 50? What was 50p?
You know the rules, mate. 50p a mention. You've been going on and on and on about her ever since you came in here.
Free money.
I've done the minutes of the gravel committee and I've finished all the letters you gave me. Is there anything else?
No.
not just now. Actually, haven't really got anything to do myself. Feel an absolute twit having a secretary. Don't really need one, you see. But Father thinks I ought to, so there it is.
Right, but if you think of anything, I'll be waiting.
Yes.
Awkward!
Oh, there is one personal letter you could type for me, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, of course not.
I'd write it by hand, but my handwriting's totally illegible. 7 years at Eton, and I can barely write. It's a damn shame, really.
You're probably too busy flogging each other and having masturbation competitions. Sorry, that was a dreadful thing to say.
No, not at all. It's just I've never heard a girl say masturbation.
Oh, I know far ruder words than that. Sorry, you were going to dictate a letter.
Right, yes. It's to a Mr. Bostic. Dear Mr. Bostic, I'm writing to apologise for Kevin's behaviour last weekend. It was his birthday on Saturday, and I'm afraid he drank a lot of Guinness. Anyway, I enclose a cheque for £1,000 to cover damage to your helicopter. Kevin is usually a very well-behaved pig, and I will try to ensure that he doesn't escape again. Yours sincerely.
Kevin's a pig.
Yeah. I keep a couple at our place in Berkshire. Wanted to be a pig farmer when I left the Marines, but Father wouldn't hear of it, said it was undignified. Horses would have been all right, but pigs? Damn shame, really, because I'm far better with pigs than I am with people.
Oh, you don't seem too bad to me. You haven't tried to have sex with me on your desk once. It's just that's what a lot of my bosses are like.
I had no idea secretarial work was so varied.
It's a living hell. You see, what I really wanted to do was be a novelist. In fact, I'm writing a novel in my spare time. It's about this girl who's a secretary, and all of these men keep falling madly in love with her, which ultimately leads to their destruction. In a way, it's a kind of modern take on the Helen of Troy myth, written in a stream of consciousness style, though with a sort of Tolstoyan feel.
Whoa! What a freak. It's a good book.
Hi.
Does Amanda Wilkins live here?
Maybe. Who wants to know? Tess Freeman, nice name. There's my card, and that's my name, Matthew Malone, and that's my phone number printed underneath. It's in Gothic typeface, which is quite hard to read, so I've written everything on the back clear, just in case.
Thanks. So is this where Amanda Wilkins lives?
Yeah, but she's not in right now. You can come and wait if you like. I bet you think I'm just saying that because I fancy you, don't you? Well, I'm not. I mean, I do fancy you, but I'm not just saying that. I can tell by your hand that you're a deeply sexy person.
Oh my God!
You're so handsome! I don't normally shag bears, but I don't know, there's something cute about your fur.
Is there any messages?
What's that got to do with you?
Calm down, I won't tell anyone I found you shagging your bear.
I was not shagging my bear.
What's all this about Matt shagging a bear?
Nothing. There is no shagging, there is no bear, and I'd like to know where my tea is.
Here it is, Matt. Was it the panda or the old
I'll tell you
teddy?
the one.
You two are sick. Come on, guys. Can you honestly see me shagging a teddy bear?
So, did I have any messages? OK, you weren't shagging your bear. You would never do anything weird and perverted like that because you're just so normal.
If some woman came round, Tess Freeman, she even waited for a bit.
What's the matter, man?
Tess Freeman from Cooper and Stebbing.
Yeah.
That's it then.
She's quite attractive for someone so large, isn't she? What, is she a wrestler or something?
No, she's a debt collector. It's a relief in a way. Always knew they'd catch up with me, and now they have. Oh well.
Are you in some sort of trouble, man?
I owe credit card companies £9,000.
Bloody hell, what'd you spend all that on?
Clothes, chocolate, champagne. I've been living with you two. I had to cheer myself up somehow. God, what am I going to do?
Go to prison, probably.
Oh, he's right, Martin. I probably will have to go to prison. I better get used to the idea of going to the bog in a bucket.
Yeah, I was thinking, if ever I got into serious debt, I could become a rent boy.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it'd be a last resort, obviously. There's a chap at work who told me I've quite a demand for my type. Ginger choir boy, he calls it. No, I'm not sure he knows all this, the chap at work. Usually just talks about foreign settlements. I have very pert buttocks, apparently. Which is something the punters are particularly keen on. No, probably won't happen.
God, where am I going to find 9 big ones?
If you do go to prison, you will tell us exactly what goes on in there, won't you? I mean, all the details about what the women get up to with each other.
Hey.
In the showers with the soap, lathering each other up. Gently at first, then more vigorously. Until the stern but strangely attractive guard comes in and finds them.
Shut up, Matt! Oh, I can't go to prison.
It's all right, Mark will come and visit you, wouldn't you, Mark?
Yeah, I'll smuggle you in a file up my jacksie.
They smuggle the file in a cake. They put their drugs up their jacksie. What you've done, you ginger fool?
Do you think she'll stop soon?
Well, she better. EastEnders is on in a minute. Well, you're in finance, Mark. Help her. Give her some financial advice. What would that Turkish tosser at the bank say?
Oh, yeah, good idea. Yeah, what would Wally Bazoom say? No, it's no good. I just can't aspire to think like Wally Bazoom. It's aiming too high, Matt.
Tosser, innocent. Look, it's no use. I'm going to take charge of the situation. Have we got some smelling salts?
Oh, I don't think so. You got some salt?
Well, that do. Go and get it. Now, Mandy, I want you to lie down. I don't want you to be frightened. You're still in shock. I'm going to make you better by giving you the kiss of life.
Whoa.
Oh, she bit me! I don't know where my last tetanus was. Shit, my heart! I can feel my jaw locking already.
Glass of water.
I don't want a glass of water. Oh, I've got an aversion to water. She's giving me rabies.
What do I do with this? Just sprinkle it on her.
We don't bite people in this country. It's just one of those little unspoken rules. No biting.
You feeling better now, man?
No, I'm not.
Hey, man, I've just thought your novel. You'll get some money for that, won't you?
It's got a little way to go yet. It's not my fault. Nobody could write a novel living in this place of torment.
I've written a novel. Well, it's not really a novel, it's just...
What?
I've written down a few of my thoughts and feelings about Claire.
Oh, come
I'll
on.
read you a bit if you like. Claire Theresa Deirdre Monaghan. That's the title. My Perfect Summer with Claire. That's the subtitle. To my beloved Claire, who inspired this book and turned me from a boy to a man. That's the dedication. Thanks to Claire Monaghan for being so beautiful. That's the acknowledgement. Right, now the first chapter. The very first time I saw Claire...
Sorry, mate.
I've got
I just...
Right. Just the one letter today, is it?
Yeah. Doesn't seem enough, does it? I really should generate more work than that on my salary. I earn an absolute fortune, you know.
You could save it up for your pig farm.
Maybe.
Well, why not? You're old enough to choose what you want to do. I mean, what would happen if you decided to leave the company? It couldn't be that awful.
My family would never speak to me again.
You don't like him anyway.
They wouldn't let me see our old Labrador, Ginty.
You'd buy a brand new puppy for your new start.
I'd lose my inheritance, which is worth about 4 million.
Whoa.
It's not so bad here.
Maybe I should forget about the money. I mean, how important is money, anyway? You know, sometimes I envy the wage slave who earns just enough to lead a pleasant, fulfilling life without the pressure of an inheritance to worry about. Their lives must have a charming simplicity.
Bollocks. Sorry, Archie. But it's not pleasant and fulfilling at all. It's a horrible daily grind of menial jobs. There's never enough money. I mean, before you know it, you could quite easily find yourself £9,342.71 in debt. At least I imagine that's what it must be like.
I'm sorry. Have you got financial problems, Mandy?
Me? No, I wasn't talking about me just then. I'm absolutely fine. Right. I'll go and type this up pronto.
Man, I need to speak to you about something. I didn't want to say it in front of Matt because it's a bit personal.
Can't you understand, Mark? I've got my own problems at the moment. I haven't got time to listen to you whinging on about Claire's heavenly sun-kissed bosoms today, all right?
Right, well, it's not about that. I just want to say I've got £5,000 I could lend you if you want.
£5,000?
Yeah. Now, I was saving up for me and Claire in case she ever came back to me, but it doesn't look as if she ever will. Looks as if she's out of my life for good. I know that now.
Oh, Mart. You poor old thing. Must have been really dreadful having your heart broken like that. You've been very brave, though. So when can I have that £5,000?
2 days ago, you said she did live here.
And she moved out. It's very sudden.
Could you give me her forwarding address, please?
She didn't leave one.
I see. This is where things start to get a bit unpleasant, Mr. Malone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We write to your neighbours to see if they know where Ms. Wilkins has gone. It can get very embarrassing.
No need to be embarrassing me, Tess.
If you hear from her, perhaps you could give us a ring. I gave you my card, didn't I?
Yep, and I gave you my card. You have very interesting hands, by the way, Tess.
I'm sorry?
I'm a palmist. I read palms. I can't help noticing people's hands. And you've got very large hands, haven't you? I'm large for a woman. I bet you've got a good firm grip.
I'm quite strong.
Why don't you come in for a cup of tea and I'll give you a complete reading?
No thanks, I'm busy.
Free of charge.
Look, mate, I don't believe in palmistry or any of that stuff. I think it's a load of rubbish.
But you're a girl. All girls believe it. It's genetic.
I don't.
I get it. Those hands. You're a sex change, aren't you? Oh, sorry, mate. I wouldn't have come on to you if I'd known. When you had your knob chopped off, did you keep it? What's it feel like?
Something like this, I imagine. I'm not a transsexual.
OK. Mate. You've got a beautiful palm here, Mandy. And...
Something incredible's just happened.
Yeah, later, Mark. I'm reading Man's palm for her. You know, Mark, reading her palm?
Claire rang me at the office. Claire actually rang me. Claire, after all this time, Claire rang me.
Well, what does she want?
She wanted to borrow some money. She's been off work for a bit and she's got herself into debt, so, I immediately wrote out a cheque and sent it off to her.
Of course, that doesn't affect the money you were going to lend me, does it, Martin?
Of course not! Well, it does a bit. Actually, I can't lend you the full amount any longer. Shh. I can let you have 25 quid.
Oh, my God.
What, so you going back out with her, are you?
No, not exactly. She said you can't see me at the moment because her life's very complicated, but she'll be in touch again soon. I think this might be the turning point for me and Claire. I think maybe she still loves me.
Tosser.
Big time.
Did you a big favour yesterday, man, getting that Freeman so-called woman off your back.
Oh, no, thanks.
You should thank me.
I just did.
I mean, thank me.
What?
I lied my bollocks off to save your ungrateful skin, and you haven't got the common decency to let me have one little shag. I mean, you've shagged everybody else in the entire cosmos. And you owe me 6 months' rent.
Oh, God. All right, then.
What?
Now? My room or yours?
Mine.
Holy moly.
I don't think you should do it, Matt. She's very vulnerable at the moment. You'd be taking advantage.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, Matt, I think she's a bit unhinged. I mean, look at the way she keeps bursting into tears all the time. She's probably got temporary insanity.
Oh, my God. No way.
Right, then.
Don't do it, man. You're not...
Shut up, Henson!
Better get undressed. Perky little chaps, aren't they? Their nipples.
What are you smiling at?
Nothing.
Don't talk about my nipples anymore, all right?
Okay. Like two brave little soldiers standing to attention.
Mandy!
Why don't you take your trousers off so we can have a look at the Sergeant Major?
You're cheating. You keep talking and putting me off. You've got to shut up or it's not fair.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fucking hilarious.
What's wrong? You seem a little bit tense, Matt.
Nothing. Completely relaxed.
I can smell you. You smell quite nice, actually. It's quite a delicate smell. It's a bit like earth after it's been raining. No? No, it's more tangy than that. There's definitely a hint of sea breeze in there, too.
You saying I got BO or something?
Oh, mon amour.
Hey?
Nage sous ton parfum.
What?
Baudelaire. So sexy, don't you think?
Bodie what? What are you going on about?
Lift up your arm and let me have a good whiff of you!
Get off! Get off! That's not what people do when they have sex, you mad cow! Get out of my room! Normal people don't go around sniffing people's armpits and talking about nipples. Normal people shag normally like normal people.
All right in there, Mandy?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Martin.
Get out, you pervert!
Ay, ay, ay. You crazy.
Didn't do it then?
I didn't feel like it in the end, mate.
Well, you cheered her up anyway.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Tess.
Dear Mr. Bostic, I'm very sorry to hear you think that Kevin may have impregnated Cleopatra. He has certainly never been attracted to golden retrievers in this way before. It's Cleo's fault. She's always jumping into his sty and licking him.
Bit of a pig teaser.
Big teaser.
Miss Wilkins?
Yes.
Tess Freeman, Cooper and Stebbing, acting on behalf of, well, more or less every credit card company in England, actually.
Now, look here. Mandy's at work. These premises are private property.
I've a letter to deliver to Miss Wilkins, then I'm done.
I've got to go to court.
Wait a moment.
Holy
You two,
moly.
how much for?
It's all on there.
Archie.
Mandy, I won't take no for an answer. We'll call it a loan, and you can pay it back when you like.
Never.
A pleasure doing business with you. It's very rare to close a case without actually beating anyone up.
Please don't be angry. I knew you'd be far too proud to accept a loan if I gave you any choice in the matter.
Angry. Proud. You must be joking. I'm so happy I could kiss you. What do you reckon then? Am I a better kisser than Kevin?
Whoa.
Are you all right?
You're creepy, man.
It's just a silly impulse, really. I suppose he's desperately in love with me now.
Is he going to be your new boyfriend?
No, we'll see. He's asked me out on a date. If I'm going to marry money, I suppose I better do it before I lose my looks.
But you wouldn't marry someone just for the money, would you?
Oh, of course not. Would that be a terrible thing to do?
Well, speaking for myself, man, it would be, yeah, because, I just couldn't do it with someone unless I really loved them. Well, maybe I could. But I've been thinking about Claire all the time, obviously.
Obviously. Last night I added up all the money you paid into the Claire box. Me and Matt have made over £1,000 each.
That means I've mentioned her, on average, about 16.5 times a day since we split up.
Really? It seemed like a lot more.
So think she'll ring me, man.
OK, Wilkins. Get in that bedroom, I'm ready this time. That shag you promised me, I'm ready this time.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime offer, Matthew.
Yeah, but I'm ready. Smell that! She's got an armpit fetish, drives her insane.
It was a joke, Matthew. I wouldn't come between you and your bear.
Where's my rent? I mean it this time, Mandy. I want my rent or I'm going to throw you back out to the gutter.
Certainly, Matt. Your rent's over there, all 1,250 quid's worth. My share of the clay box money. Sorry it's all in 50p's. Still, you could always go out to the bank tomorrow to change it, couldn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about it. Thank you for making it this far. I may have some nightmares moving forward for quite some time. I don't know, but we're going to have to do our best to forget some things on this episode. But boy, it was a good episode. We got to talk about it. Hold on a second. Thank you so much for hanging out. Ladies and gentlemen, man, there was some strange things, some shaking my head moments of cringe on this episode. And just when I was thinking that this episode is just okay, they picked it up like midway, and it just got crazier, funnier. So they've done it, for me personally, they did a good job in redeeming themselves, because I'm not gonna lie, the boss man was a little weird in the beginning and stuff. With this pig shit, and all these interesting, funny names, Cleopatra, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm glad that, homie did this very nice thing. So I'm happy for Mandy, but I felt like, man, listen, she has been in debt for quite some damn time and has owed a lot of money. Am I bugging, or the debt has lowered over time? Because I could have sworn that what she owed was way more money. But maybe he's kind of lowered it because, they're mates and stuff like that over time, because I don't know, man, I'm not that good with money. I lose track of it, but I could have felt that, I could have swore that she was a little bit higher. But at the end of the day, she was not very good at debt, because, again, since the show has been going on, she has owed money from the jump. So you would think it's going higher, not lower. But anyways, hey, she has kindly settled the debts thanks to not one, but two men. You know what I mean? Martin, I thought it was a massively nice gesture for him to want to give like £5,000, man. That's a lot of money. Until Claire, was on the scene and shit using my boy. So I'm not really happy for him in that moment there. I'm like, damn, man, this guy is too damn nice, and he's being taken advantage of and shit. I think Mandy was very funny on this episode on multiple occasions and stuff. This might have been one of her best performances as far as making me laugh and stuff. Usually the boys do a good job. Mandy's funny as well, but I feel like on this episode, she was an absolute a gem on this episode, and each of them in their own rights and stuff. My boy Matthew, next level crazy. A lot of moments there that I'm going to be traumatized, and it was one of the most craziest scenes that we have seen probably on a TV series with this guy. Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen, for a second, but teddy bear fucking on this episode. Mind blowing. I'm shocked. I'm speechless. I'm laughing. Like, I'm trying to get all these emotions at the same time without, killing my stomach. So, brilliant performance by him. He got beat up by a wrestler, essentially, and shit, and he had that moment when he's calling this lady, oh, you got big, with your big hands, this explains it and shit, you're trans. And so how did it go when you chopped off you essentially, and she just grabs the shit and squeezes the life. And again, she got some big hands, and she said she's got a nice grip. So yeah, she wasn't playing. Great performance by her in the small amount of time that we see her fierce and whoop my boy's ass and stuff. And when he made that phone call, I was thinking two things. I was thinking either he's going to get back at Mandy, or he was going to actually, this was naive on my part, he was going to ask her on a date, like, be a little bit more aggressive with it and try to get around too. I know that was very naive on that. So, he tried to clap back at Mandy, but again, Mandy was just absolutely stellar on this episode. She got some incredible luck and stuff like that. I mean, you know what I mean? Because obviously she is eye candy, and I don't know if she's not that pretty. I don't know. This could be wrong in saying. I don't know if she's getting that loan like that. I don't know. I'm not so sure she's getting a loan like that from a boss man like that. So he was weird as hell. Interesting, weird moments that little like scaring me a little bit with that like devilish smile that he had when she made a little joke about pig shit, the pig moment there. So he had like this instant smile, man. Like, I don't know, this guy got a fetish for pigs and stuff, but he grew up on a pig farm. So I guess I have to cut him some slack, man. But Martin, next level with this Claire box, man, that is a lot of time saying Claire, and I'm not gonna lie, he has been doing my head in, driving me crazy, constantly talking about, but he is obviously madly in love, but his first kind of love, so she's really been very impactful. But if I'm his flatmate, he is driving me crazy. That is a good idea. If I ever get some friends start babbling on some certain topics, I'm going to make a box from now on. So we're going to steal that, and we're going to have ourselves a box of that sort, because sometimes, man, my friends can be rambling on some things, and they just don't stop, and they'll just keep repeating like Martin. So I thought that was clever. Obviously, he has said her name so many times. You just rolling. I'm rolling my eyes. I'm like, oh Jesus, Martin, shut the hell up. Shut up, boy. Shut up, man. You're driving me crazy. So I don't blame them from getting up. It's obviously funny when he's rambling and shit. They're like, yeah, we gotta go. Both of them like, we gotta go. Damn, gotta go back again to Mandy, right? Mandy with the sex bit thing. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's go in the room. Your room or my room. And he has been trying to shag for quite some time, and I have to, think of the OG Matthew for a second, but obviously this guy is now the Matthew. But, Matthew in general has been trying to get a lay with her for quite some time. I mean, it is the best possible scenario for someone that doesn't want to go outside. And even when I was happy that he had the ginger chick, it didn't work out. That flashback sequence, bravo, out. We got to go out. That was literally a nightmare for him. A nightmare in his world there. So Mandy is his best option. She's right there. So, I mean, you don't got to travel outside. So I can understand why he wants to shag her, especially with his, his phobia that he has. And again, just a brilliant job by him. He did a really good job, when he was trying to bail her out and not bail her out, talking to the wrestler, doing the palm thing, a palm and a shag. I thought that was great. It was funny and stuff. Martin was brilliant as well. Just a stellar episode when I was thinking, this was just going to be an okay episode. Like it was, with the ball situation, until it got a little bit better, it really did pick up. So let me know how you were feeling early on into the episode. Did it change or overall? But I think it's another solid episode. It really turned up nicely. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing some more adventures. But yeah, definitely, I don't know if we say it enough times, but Mandy, she had me dying on this episode. So fantastic job. Matthew as well. He's going to have me having some nightmares for quite some time. And Martin, at least for right now, since the episode is done, I hope I'll have a little break on hearing Claire. 50p, hopefully we'll have a break for that. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, thanks to all those who like, comment, subscribe. Free to do, helps out the channel tremendously. We'll see you soon for some more Game On, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, bring your snacks. The snacks is not included, damn it. You gotta bring your own. See ya. Peace.